the Somali money transfer company Dahabshil. The bank had threatened to suspend business with Somali money transfer companies on concerns that the remittances were being used to fund terrorism. Linda Ogutu takes a closer look at this unusual yet popular money transfer system.
For years, these money transfer outlets in war-torn Somalia have been the lifeline for thousands of Somalis who depend on money sent by relatives from abroad. Somalia has had no formal banking sector, and the remittances are a key lifeline here. However, in May this year, Barclays Bank, the last major bank providing remittance services to Somalia, announced that it planned to shut down the accounts to about 250 money transfer service businesses, including Dahabshil. Barclays initially set a July 19th deadline, citing concern over falling fall of money laundering regulations and concern that it could unwittingly be financing terrorist activities. Ahmed disagrees with the reasons given by Barclays and explains how Dahabshil works.
Our services, our operations are all overboard. Dahabshil has nothing to hide.
He says the notion that the service funds terrorism activities is founded on lies and propaganda.
We make sure that nothing that has any illegality or anything that is derived from any criminal sources that go through Dahabshil.
In Kenya, a good number of those who would be affected reside in Eastleigh area of Nairobi, the area widely associated with Somali nationals who also send money to their relatives in Somalia. Ahmed says the decision by Barclays would cripple thousands of people who depend on the service.
It will also have an impact on the NGOs, international NGOs that, as I said before, send their funds for their projects to help the Somali communities or refugees, wherever they are.
He is not the only one.
They cannot stop at all. Most of the people, they're going to start starving in Somalia.
It is estimated that Somalia receives about $1.5 billion or 128 billion shillings each year through remittances sent from overseas, which is helping the country rebuild from decades of civil war. A third of that amount is sent through the service, and so for many, this is not just a victory for Dahabshil, but a victory for the millions of Somalis and other Africans, many of whose livelihoods depend on their services. There are concerns that if the service is suspended, some of these money systems will go underground. They say this would make money laundering and terror financing easier. This may be a temporary reprieve for thousands of Somali nationals who depend on this service. However, Barclays Bank has expressed its dismay at the outcome of this case and said it would lodge an appeal. Linda Ogutu, KTN Prime.